G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am back with another Final Fantasy 15 video, and this time I'm going to be showing you how to solve or how to complete the Assassin's Treasure Hunt, which is one of the mini games as part of the Assassin's Festival. Now to unlock this you have to actually complete like the mainline quest in the Assassin's Festival, and once you do that you'll get a message saying that you have unlocked this mini game. Now, from completing this, you'll get quite a few assassin medallions, and you'll also unlock an item or an equipment for your main save file in the actual full game of Final Fantasy 15. So you'll unlock the Medjay Assassin Shield for the main game. Now, this shield looks pretty cool. It's got a unique model to it as well. The stats aren't anything too great, but it's good to see another unique model in the game. So to make it easier, if you're looking for a particular quest or a particular solution to a puzzle, then I'll put timestamps in the description below and you can skip to the one that you need. There'll be about 10 steps in total, and yeah, let's just get into it. To begin the treasure hunt, you'll have to head to this board, which is marked on the map here, and you're just going to have to read that one, and it'll pretty much outline what's going to happen in the quest, and it'll give you also a little bit of your first clue, but we can't really work it out yet. So once you've read that sign, we're going to turn to our right, and you'll notice a woman standing there beside a sign. She'll be pretty important during this quest, so remember this location, or at least where she is. So the first clue is red is the color of lies. Now that'll be important for a few of the signs that we read, but once you've read that one, go back to the first sign you read and it'll say, now let this star guide you. If you were to open your map at this point, you would see a star icon, which represents the board that I'm going to right now. And once we read that, we know that red is the lies, so we're going to read the black, which is an important hint lies within the storm. Now, if you open your map at this point, you'll see the cloud, which is the lie, and then above that is the thunderstorm. So just head over to where the thunderstorm was. You'll notice a Medjay soldier on your left. If you aggro him, he can mess things up, so either assassinate him or avoid him if you can. So this one says that our next hint is hidden in a tower, but that doesn't really relate all that much to me. But this one says to read between the lies as well, and by that we can see that we have to head down 2 flights of stairs, but generally I couldn't really work this one out too well, so I just stumble around, but fortunately I will show you where to head on the map here. So all you do is head to this location and there will be a note posted to one of the poles there, and once you read that you've solved the first riddle. So now we will be given our second riddle, and this one is what's your step in the marketplace? At this point, if you open your map, it'll give you the location. It is the marketplace, of course, and we're going to have to head to the exclamation point there. And once you get there, there will be a manhole on the ground, or a manhole cover, or a sewer drain, or whatever you want to call it. And all you have to do is interact with that, and it'll give you a riddle. So it says your next hint lies within the and then 5 dashes. The 5 dashes actually relate to 5 letters, which can be found on the top of manhole covers around the marketplace here, and they'll have a number and a letter next to them, and each of them corresponds to one of those dashes, and if we read them all, we can surmise that it is the hotel that we have to head to. So the only hotel in Lestalem is the Leville, so head over to the Leville, watch out for the Medjay soldier at the door, make sure you assassinate him, and then head inside and read the notice board behind the reception. So this one will have a weird word at the top with 8 letters in it, and it'll say take a stroll along the flowers, but well, skip the pots with flowers in them basically. So each of the pots will relate to a number, or a letter 1 through 8, and that corresponds to that gibberish word up the top. So if we have a look at the pots, we can see that each one with a flower, we will kind of take that letter out of the word. So here with the 2 red ones, we skip the first 2 letters, 3rd is C, 5th is A, 7th and 8th is F and E. So from that we can work out it is the cafe, and there is a Square Enix cafe down near the lookout. So we're just going to head down to the Square Enix cafe, which is located here. And next to the band is a solution of the 3rd riddle. So once you've found this third riddle, it'll say only the eagle can envision where the green arrow leads. Now, when I did this quest, it was way too dark at night, so I've had to get some extra footage for it. Yeah, my apologies for it, but anyway. What you have to do is go up to the big tower in the middle of Lestalem, and there will be an eagle that flies off in a certain direction. So if you look in that direction, you can see that there is a big green arrow made out of cars here. Now this is incredibly hard to see at night, so it may be easy to be missed, but during the day it is very easy. So you can see that that arrow points towards the Cornix or Coronix service station over here. So head over to this point and you will see another solution, or the fourth riddle solution here. So this will say 3 answers lie hidden nearby, and if you check the gas pumps here, you check the blue one, because as we know, red are lies, and that will give you the solution to the next puzzle. So you don't have to read those, but that's a solution anyway. Once you've worked that out, you can come across here and talk to the assassin. I'm sorry for how dark it is, but yeah. Anyway, this guy will ask you a series of questions. The first one you have to answer no to, and the second question you will have to answer yes to. And of course, this was told to us by the blue gas pump behind us. Now, for the third question he asked, there's actually a secret answer that's an invisible or a third one. So that's the one we want to select for this, and then we have completed this riddle. So once you finish talking to him, he will give you a slip of paper, which will have our next clue on it, and it says to intercept the Templar's Envoy. So from that, we can work out that we have to go back to the woman that we saw at the start of the game, next to the butterfly icon, and you have to say to her, "You seem suspicious," and she'll kind of dodge your question or your accusation, and then you'll have to again accuse her again, or say fess up to her. So once you've done that, it'll say that you've completed the assassin's treasure, but that isn't quite the case. She will give you the Pendant of the Truth, but we are not quite done yet. So after she's given you the pendant, go across and see Iggy, who is just across from you, and show him the prize that you've got from it. But he won't be all that convinced that you have actually won the prize yet. So once you've talked to Iggy, you can talk to him again straight away and ask for a hint. I chose a little hint, but I don't think it really matters all that much. And he says to recommend to have another look at the pendant. On the pendant, it tells us that purple is the color of lies. So from this, we can work out that the purple on the billboards is the way to go. I couldn't really find out where to go, but anyway, here is the next step in your location, and you're just gonna have to read a sign on the billboard. Anyway, this tells us to venture not to the moon. So we know purple is a lie, so we are going to venture towards the moon. So just look for the moon icon on your map and head up this alleyway, and you'll be confronted with an assassin here. He is going to ask you a question, and I don't really think it matters which one you choose here, as both of them are false, but I chose red. Once you do that, he'll give you a little bit more of a clue and say only one color cannot be trusted. So if we open the map at this point, we can see the butterfly and the Templar Envoy has been painted purple, and we know we can't trust purple. So if we go to her, she says, "It's bound to bring you some kind of luck as long as you've got it with you." Now she's talking about the Pendant of Truth. So as long as we've got it with you, we can't trust her, so we're going to sell the Pendant of Truth. You can sell it at any store, just make sure that you sell that pendant, and then we're going to be able to move on to the next step. So head back to the assassin at the moon icon, and you'll see that you've got a new answer to the question, and it is purple. So at this point we have nothing to show him because we've sold the Pendant of Truth, and this will pretty much please the assassin, and we're coming right to the end of the entire quest. So after using the Assassin's Creed's catchphrase, we will get 30 medallions for completing this, but that isn't the major reward. After you've gone through this little bit of a cutscene with Noctis and Prompto, the gates behind him will open up, and you'll just have to head to the end of the alleyway, and you'll get a bit of a congratulations, and you'll be able to pick up the Medjay Assassin's shield. So that shield actually carries over into the main game. So make sure once you've completed this, you actually save your game in here, and then when you load that game up in the main game, you will get that Medjay's Assassin Shield. I think it only unlocks on the account or the save that you actually did the festival on. I'm not sure it's account wide, but anyway, it's a pretty decent shield, I guess, for the start of the game. The lower level you do this on, the more benefit it's going to be, but it looks pretty cool, and it's got that Assassin's Creed Origin feel to it. So, yeah, definitely a good one to have. Anyway, I hope this was all clear. I'm sorry about the nighttime footage. I didn't realize how bad it'd be until I finished it. But anyway, I hope I haven't confused all you people. If you've got any comments or questions or anything, just leave them down in the description, or sorry, in the comment section below. But if you did like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you've got any feedback or better ways to do things or clarifications, then leave them in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so, because I'm going to be doing, pretty much be covering all the extra stuff that you can get through the Assassin's Festival. Anyway guys, this has been Lemon Eating Cow. Thanks very much for watching. Moo 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 moo.